Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Jimmy Flippin' Deals. Thank you so much for joining me. I am a week out of surgery and I think I'm starting to feel better. I thought that a few days ago and then it took a turn for the worst. And like day 4 I just did way too much, and day 5 I paid for it. Day 6 I was scared, I stayed in bed. I woke up hurting on day 5, man. Not only that, but swollen. I got a story. Probably shouldn't tell, but I'm going to tell it anyways. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope sales are just chiming off the hook. I know for some of us, this is a slower than usual time on the retail storefront. This gives us an opportunity to look at our store, what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong. I know I am. Let's talk about my my story. Here goes. All right, so day 4, right? Here's the story. Day 4, I am feeling better. The pain is subsiding. I go on the second day in a row doing a side gig, and the side gig was bigger. It was actual full-blown. One of my side gigs in the morning. It didn't pay really great, but I was at it about an hour and made 35 bucks. So I mean, it wasn't horrible either. Definitely wasn't breaking any records, but it is money, right? And normally I back that up with some other side gigs while I'm in town and make a little bit more, but I did that. And then I came home and I went to sleep, right? I figure I'll go back out in the evening and make some more money, regardless of the nice sales that have been happening through the store, because I am trying to save all of that money to get bigger, right? So I did that. I went to my side gig, and then I came home to take a nap before I went back out. When I woke up, I wasn't quite ready to get out there. Plus, after almost a week and a half, the yard needed to be mowed, so I'm feeling better finally. So I get out there, I knock that out, and then I go out and I make some money for a couple hours. I come back, I'm hurting a little bit, but I just did surgery, right? And I pet the dog and I smell my hand and she stinks. So this is all day 4, right? So I go ahead and I took care of the dog. I got the orders ready to go. All the packages are done. I finally go to sleep for the night, and then I wake up and I'm hurting a lot. And for those that don't know, I haven't been taking pain medicine. I've been taking ibuprofen and Tylenol, things like that, coming out of the surgery because I like to stay away from pain medicine. So that's what I was doing, and I was hurting more than was comfortable. The swelling across my lower section below my stomach was getting out of control, right? I mean, more than I've ever seen anything. So I figure the best thing to do, when things are swollen, right? You got medicines to help, but you also have ice, you have heat. I went with ice, right? And I put some ice below my stomach, and oh my goodness, that feels better. I got a sheet in between me and the ice, and I'm going, I wish it would get colder quicker, right? This feels good. So I wasn't thinking, so I take it out of the sheet, I slip it underneath between me and myself and I, right? I put the ice down there, and oh my goodness, right? Just that feels so good, right? So, frozen water bottle, and it felt so good. I passed out, like clean out. I'm out. And I wake up, 10, 15 minutes later, whatever. That part of me's frozen, so I roll it over to another part of me down there, and I go back to sleep, right? no big deal. I mean, whatever. And then, you know, that happens 4 or 5 times. I'm you know, rolling over because I'm not very comfortable just having surgery. So I'm up and up, you know, back up and down all the time. And I keep moving the water bottle until I wake up a couple hours later. And whether or not, I mean, whatever the terminology is, whether it's frostbitten, whether it's freezer burn, whether it's whatever, you know, on a micro whatever level, on a microscopic level, I did some damage to me, resulting in it kind of itches. You know, what is that? So I itch it, or scratch it rather. And as soon as I scratch the itch itches more. Oh my gosh, so I start to scratch it more, which makes it itch more. Then my dad's calling me, and like, I've got a situation going on in down there, right? Like, oh my gosh. And at any rate, I finally get him off the phone. The dog is freaking out. I'm pacing back and forth. I had to lock myself in the bathroom, and I'm going through the medicine drawer, right? Like, oh my gosh, what do I do to stop this? Because I quickly realized that scratching an itch is not the right method to make this go away. This is not just some simple itch. It's getting worse, and it's getting worse quick. Anyway, I'm going through the medicine cabinet, and I come up on this A&D ointment that had been sitting in there a while, and I figure, hey, for those that don't know, that's like a diaper rash, right? And I figure, hey, this stuff has got to be right up my alley. I mean, you know, I don't know what I got going on. I don't know how I messed myself up down there. I know how. I don't know what you call it. But anyways, I figure, hey, this stuff will work. So I take a glob of that and I put it on, and I swear that was like adding gasoline to a freaking fire on the itching side of things. Not like a fire like burn, but just, oh my gosh. And I know by now I can't touch anything, not in an aggressive manner, because I'm going from bad to worse. I'm making a mountain out of a, well, I don't know if that's the right one. But either way, it's rough. And I can't figure out what to do. I'm in the process of trying to figure out, do I need to take a shower to get this A&D ointment off of me? Oh my goodness. But I still got to find something. So I bypass the shower just for a second to see what else I got. And I'm running around the house, and I find some Jergens intensive care stuff, and without doing any shower, without doing anything, I took a big old scoop of that stuff, you know, pump. Ah, I don't know. Ow, that burns a little bit. That burn. That. I think it's better. That is better. Oh my goodness. So 20 minutes of jumping around the house like a darn buffoon because I froze my nether regions down there. Oh my goodness. Now I know why little kids will kick and scream on that A&D ointment from time to time. That stuff is no joke. But that Jergens, whether it was right or wrong, it was right at the time, and it was appreciated, and oh my goodness. So I spent the whole day 5 in bed, the vast majority of day 6 in bed. Matter of fact, I guess you could say all of it, because I woke up about midnight for day 7 today, and I'm going to go out. I've got an address painting to do, so I'm going to go ahead and knock that out real quick. That's basically all that I have planned. I do have a few sales. I had already done some, but I looked up a little bit later, and I had 3 more when I got out of the shower. So rather than try to get them all in the mail, which I didn't schedule a pickup, I'll run them into town here a little bit later. But short of that, I hope y'all enjoyed the story, and I will tell you more about everything else another time. I'll talk to you later. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.